Reddit by Reddit recap. Straight men of Reddit. What's the strangest thing you've been told not to do because that's gay? Going to a cafe and drinking anything there. I'll have as many strawberry sundaes as I want, goddammit. Duck, I want a strawberry sundae now, goddammit. I went on a date with a guy who wouldn't drink cocktails because they were gay. So he'd only drink beer to be more masculine. I was told I must be gay because I had some knowledge about which wines are good. This was in Australia. What a manly man. Make sure you only get your left ear pierced. This might be a non-thing now, but when I got my first piercing in the 80s it was a big deal to make sure you got the correct side of your head pierced. Right meant gay. Left meant straight. And you didn't want to be the kid that ducked that up. This whole thing was made all the more comical by the fact I got my ear pierced with my best friend so we could split the cost. I mean, there had to be nothing gayer than two preteen boys arguing about what earring to buy and threatening to just not get it done. And this wasn't an uncommon thing either. The girl at the jewelry store said it happened a few times every weekend. I was a teenager in the 80s and this was also a thing where I lived. As I understand it, other parts of the country had the opposite convention regarding which earring signaled that you were gay. Which is perhaps one reason why these days straight men can wear earrings wherever they want without shame. Yeah. The gay parts of the country. Not me. But a friend of mine got dumped because his GF thought he was a closet gay. He liked having his apartment clean, so he cleans it every evening, and somehow doing house chores is gay. His new GF is thrilled though. Was telling a coworker my boyfriend kept his home perfect, which I love. It's nice to see someone take care of their space. And he asked me, is he gay? Gay slob here. Not all of us keep our homes tidy. When I was 13 I had two best friends, Cliff and Sergio, who got me hooked on comics. We were nerds together. We were inseparable. Sergio invited me and Cliff over to his place for a sleepover. I think it was basically hang out, eat pizza, play video games until we all pass out. But I never found out what one did at a sleepover because my mom refused to let me go. It's okay for a girl to spend a night at a girl's house, but it's not okay for a boy to spend a night at a boy's house, was her explanation. Now, first, I had literally no idea what she was talking about. She might as well have been speaking Farsi. This was just another in a long string of completely arbitrary rules, none of which made any sense, that seemed to make up the adult world in which I was never fully equipped to navigate. But there was also the subtext. I mean, there was a lot of subtext obviously. But this was the one I detected, that whatever girls got up to at a sleepover was natural and right. But boys doing the same thing was unnatural and improper. I didn't get the sense from mom that she thought boys got up to different things. She seemed to assume they got up to the same things and that was wrong, whatever that was. The upshot of this was, I never spent the night at a friend's house. Fast forward about 10 years and my new friends and I all go to a gaming convention in LA. For the first time. We're poor college students, so the 7 of us all pitch in to get a room and we have a blast. The con is a big hit. But each night as we're all straggling in at different times, trying to sleep on the floor, stepping on each other, knocking things over in the dark, and generally making obscene noises from one or more orifices, we all end up giggling hysterically in the dark for hours. I later described this to my girlfriend and she says, my god, it's like a bunch of teenage girls at a slumber party. And I exclaimed delightedly, it is. Finn. I'm glad you got your sleepover eventually. Sounds like your mum had some experimental nights as a youth. Enjoy female singers fronted bands. I came from a very stupid place with a very stupid culture. I think female voices are nice. Gay. I've heard people say giving oral sex to women is gay because you're putting your mouth where other men's dongs have been. Yup. Playing with a woman's genitals is gay to some people. I can only imagine what these people say when they find out where babies get their milk from. I was once at a gay bar, and a dude hit on me. And according to my then girlfriend, since I wasn't disgusted by it, what? Are you gay? Went to a gay bar in college and ran into an old acquaintance from church youth group in high school. His friend, I also knew her from church things back in the day, asked if I was gay in a very coded way because she thought I might be offended. I laughed. Because while I'm not gay, I'm sure as shit not going to be offended by the question. Especially in a gay bar. What was the coded way? I'm pretty ducking dense and I need to know what's up if anyone ever asks if I eat soup from the can or something like that. I knew a guy who wouldn't have a serious conversation that might cause any kind of emotion because that's gay. It couldn't even be something nice like talking about puppies. He also wouldn't hug his children or his niece because that kind of affection is what women and gay guys use. He also wouldn't smile in pictures unless his woman or children were in them. He wouldn't tell his son that he loved him or spend quality time with him because he was scared that it would turn his son gay. So, basically, anything that caused happiness or a decent quality of life was gay. His dad apparently would beat him for that pansy shit when he was a kid, so I can understand why he does what he does, but it's still majorly ducked up. God, this is so sad. Sad is an emotion. That's gay. I saw a Twitter screenshot a little while ago from a woman who thought glasses looked kinda gay. The caption on the screenshot was, "Fellas, is it gay to see? If you can see, that means you can see naked men, and that's gay as hell." Maybe her idea of masculinity is Clint Eastwood with his squinting grimace. I was told that baking and cooking were gay or too feminine. Duck that shit. My dad was a professional chef, and I'd be damned proud to follow in his footsteps in the culinary world. Also, who doesn't love the guy who can whip up birthday cakes, brownies and snacks? That stuff is always the funniest. Cause on the one hand sexists say that women belong in the kitchen. On the other hand sexist chefs say that women shouldn't be in a kitchen and that they can't cook. Like, what? There's a certain logic behind it. When it's domestic, and then a chore, it's a woman's job. When it's professional, artistic, it's a man's job. Goes for cooking, sewing, education, for children versus higher education, etc. I'm not saying I support it. It's utter bullshit. Yet too many people think that way. My brother-in-law and I went to a movie. He told me it was gay to sit next to him. I told him to stop being a bitch and I sat right next to him. For the entire movie. I was at a pretty packed movie, but there were 2 empty seats next to me. These 2 dudes came up to me and said, "Would you mind sitting between us? We're not gay, so we can't sit next to each other." I was pretty floored. I did move for them. They bought all my snacks, but I thought it was really weird. There's non-zero chance they are happily married by now. Use a straw. Because apparently it's like having a tiny penis in your mouth. I still use straws and haven't had the urge to suck a dong yet. Straws were invented to trick women into wanting to perform fellatio. Obviously. A guy I worked with constantly said this. He would always get mad at me and tell me men don't use straws. Do you order a beer and ask for a straw? Coincidentally, I like using straws because I have long facial hair, and it's much easier than getting my mustache into my drink. I wore my watch on my right hand. Apparently when I was in high school, that gay as duck. Historically, wrist watches were seen as feminine instead of pocket watches. Then soldiers started to wear them. I would just wear my watch on my dominant hand, how you're supposed to anyway. That way you can look at your watch and write. Edit. Meant to say non-dominant. I was always taught to wear it on the opposite hand of your dominant so you wouldn't scratch the band while writing or doing other activities as such. My sister had psychology lessons at her university. She told me that her teacher explained that every man that went to see a prostitute was secretly gay because they were seeking out a previous man penis inside the prostitute's vagina. She's adamant that the teacher really said that, but of course it's a second-hand story. I remember hearing the same thing about the US soldiers in Vietnam. That the prostitutes were basically just a go-between and what the men really wanted was to hook up with each other. By this logic, sleeping with your wife is masturbating. Except the first time. Cross my legs. Rest your ankle on your knee equals not gay. Rest your thigh on your other thigh equals gay. Or so they say. As if gay men didn't also have genitals that could make crossing your legs difficult. Makes sense. Huh. I had a buddy that wouldn't eat foods that resembled the shape of a penis. Hot dogs. Bananas. Cucumbers. None of it, even if it wasn't in its original shape. He was kind of a goofy dude, so there's a solid chance it was a joke and he just didn't like those foods and they happened to have that in common. But I never knew for sure. You know how many foods are shaped like dongs? The best kinds. You hit Becca's foot with your dong. A guy in the bus offered his seat to a woman that was standing. She looked at him and said, "Are you gay or something?" Like it's gay to be polite. She still got the seat. But if I was him, I wouldn't give her my seat after that. When I was right out of college, I was heading out for drinks with my roommate. He's from upstate NY. We were going to a kinda nice bar. So I threw on my wool jacket. It was cold out. So I grabbed a scarf. He was surprised I'd wear a scarf. He's a super PC guy. So he never explicitly called it gay. And if I had been gay, he would have been fine with me wearing a scarf. The funny thing is, he was wearing a ski jacket out. And got shit from our other roommate for not dressing up more. Then, we started giving the third roommate shit for always wearing the same shirt every time he dresses up. So, in the end, 3 20-something guys left late to go out because of an argument about our outfits. Being late is pretty ducking gay. Can confirm. Was late. I'm gay. Linen shopping. By my best friend. That's nice, bro. But I need towels. Deal with it. Fellas. Is it gay to dry yourself after a shower? I just get my roommate Paolo to dry me. He's cute, but neither of us are gay or anything, haha. Best comment of the day. Little message for the people caught in this what is gay controversy in their own lives. Don't even waste your time worrying about what is or isn't gay. In today's world, anyone can and will call anything gay. And I mean anything. Most people don't even say it for the purpose of telling a truth anymore. If they ever did, they either repeat what they hear to be normal. Could be the nicest guy saying this out of innocence of not knowing better. Could also be the angry out of control asshole saying this as well. Or worse, they abuse our societal fear of being gay and say it for the sole purpose of inflating their own image, just as the typical narcissist would do these days. 99% of this is gay comments you hear in your life are unproven and made up, just like the popular Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. Ignore them. Just do what you want, and don't factor any of this bull into the equation. Drink a cocktail. Wipe your ass. Hug your male friend. Sit next to him. Tell him if he looks like a guy who could pick up some girls. Be polite. Be kind. Take care of your body. Chill in your bath. Use woman's shampoo. It's just shampoo, goddammit. What's the difference? Wear that skin colored macupe to hide that big zit. Sit on that damn toilet seat. Fucking hell. Don't be beaten around by society's bull. Just do what you want. If you somehow by unforeseen dumb luck end up being gay because of drinking milk, or masturbating, or sitting next to your friend, or doing something girlish, etc., then that's not even a bad thing. You simply found out what makes you a happy person. There's a reason that guys can be so okay with being gay despite how taboo you and or society might think it is. Just do it.